Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Open University.
I welcome you all for the compulsory English course in which I'm going to take unit number 11 of the course compulsory English. So today we are going to learn something interesting that is called articles. I'm sure each one of you have heard something called articles. These are not the articles of the newspapers which you are going to read, but a grammatical item which is called articles. So now the question that comes like, when do we have to use articles? So which kind of articles are there in English? So today, the very first question that comes is, what is an? So article is generally considered as determiner which are used before noun. Now I'm sure many of you would be confused with the idea that what are determiners. Second that would come in your mind is, what are nouns? These are the word that I'm sure each one of you would have heard. But these terms are very specific in English which we need to learn if we need to learn articles. So the very first basic backgrounds that we would require to learn articles are, first, determiners. What are determiners? And second, nouns. Now, what are determiners? Determiners are structure words which function as noun markers. What are determiners? They are structure words which function as noun markers, that are called determiners. Now, there are various types of determiners such as articles, possessive pronouns, demonstrative adjectives, cardinal and ordinal numerals such as every, few, each. But today we are going to focus on one of the determiners which is known as articles. Now the question that each one of you have in your mind is, what are noun markers? Or the one which shows you that there are nouns, the ones which mark you as nouns are called noun markers. So now we have to learn the very first thing, that is the base for articles, is nouns. What are nouns? So nouns are the words which are basically nouns are the names of any person, place, animal or a thing or birds. The names of a person, place, thing or any other things. Names of person, place or things including animals or birds, that are called nouns. So now I will give you an example. This seems difficult to you. Maybe these definitions are difficult, but let's simplify them. Can you tell me what is this? I am sure your answer is a marker. What is it? This is a duster. How do you call it a duster? Why do you call it a duster? What is this? This is a mouse. How do you know that? Sir, this is a stupid question. Each one of us know it. My basically question is, you know it because it is given a name. Why don't you call a mobile phone? This you call a mobile phone. But this you don't call a mobile phone. Why? Because it is given a name. So The one which are given names are called nouns. So anything that has a name, a place, a person, a thing, they are called nouns. Now, one more thing we here have to learn is various types of noun. But for articles, we would focus on only two types of nouns. The first one is common nouns, and the second are proper nouns. Seems very big words to you, maybe. Seems maybe difficult words, difficult terms to you, but they are very easy. Let's learn them. I'm sure you said this is a pen, and this is a mouse, and this is Jaisir. So each of us are having a name, but some names are used commonly because any type of marker, be it blue, be it black, be it white, any type of shirt, blue, red, green, but the one which you wear are called shirts. Pen, be it red, blue, white, black, a golden pen, pen of 1000 rupees, pen of 1 rupee would be called a pen. A cell phone, be it of Apple, be it of Nokia, be it of any other companies, you will call it a mobile phone. A chair, suppose, a chair which has 3 legs, a wooden chair, a golden chair, a chair in which you sit and take your dinner, a chair in which your administrative work is done, a chair that is at your office, a chair that is at your home. You call it a chair only. So basically, any word which has a name that is commonly used is called a common noun, such as bird, man, chair, pen, pencil, any of them. These all are the words, or these all are the names that are commonly used. That's why they are called common names. Now talking about proper names. Names which are very specific, particular. These are common nouns are general, or say common, commonly used. Whereas when you talk about proper nouns that are specific or say particular. I am given a name Jay. So here Jay would be proper name because that is a specific name, that is a particular name that is given to me. Maybe there would be many, but I am given a specific name. I would be called Jay only. Not anybody else you would call Jay. The person who is given a proper name would be called Jay. Talking about bird, any bird. But when a bird is given a proper name such as Manji, or maybe take an animal. When you talk about cat, not any cat, but I am talking about a particular cat which is given a proper name, specific name Tom. I am talking about a specific mouse which is given a name Jerry. So when you think about when it is common, when the idea is there, when I say cat, you have a simple idea. An animal which has 4 legs, the one which it's basically mouse would be a cat. There would be various types of cat, but your idea would be common of a cat. Then it is a common idea, common name. In English we would call it a common name. And the other one, proper nouns. Proper nouns are the given names, specific names. Is it clear the difference between common noun and proper noun? Now we will shift to our topic, that is called articles. Now I'm sure you have learned these two terms, what are determiners and what are nouns, especially common nouns. Now when you talk about articles, there are two types of articles. I'm talking about two types of articles. They are known as indefinite articles and the other is called definite article. One is called indefinite article, the other is called definite article. Now when you talk about indefinite article, it is known as a and an. The other is definite article is only one, the. Now I'm sure you would have heard of it. Now when you talk about articles, there are basically four articles. Types are two, but there are four articles: a, an, the and zero article. We will learn four of them. When to use article a, when to use article n, when to use article the, and when to use article 0. Now when we talk about indefinite articles, they are used before three conditions. There are three conditions. Which are them? The very first one is it should be used before countable nouns. It should be used before common nouns. And it should be used before, first is countable nouns, second is common noun, and the third one is before singular nouns. Indefinite article you would be used before countable nouns, common nouns and singular nouns. But before, there is a precondition that each one of should know, which is the condition of sound. If any of your word, if any of your word which begins with vowel sound, if any of your word begins with vowel sound, which means o, a, e, who, oo, a, o, whichever. If it starts with that, you would be using n. You would be using n if it is a vowel sound. And if it is a consonant sound, if your words starts with consonant noun, you would be using article a. What would you do? If first thing you would see is, the very first thing you should do is look at your word. Suppose there are three words: man, umbrella and say our. The very first thing you would do is read your word. It is man. Now, what would you do? Look at the sound of your first letter of your word. Look at the sound. I'm not saying letter. What I'm saying? Your sound of the first letter of your word. Does it start with a consonant or does it start with a vowel? Here, your man, the word starts with consonant. And if starts with consonant, you would use article A. If it starts with vowel, which is umbrella over here, the sound of the word umbrella, the sound of the first letter of your word umbrella is oo, not u. U is a letter. Oo is a sound. What you would look at? Sound. Then here you would use N. And the third one, if you see over here, the letter is starting with consonant, but the sound is vowel. Then if the sound starts with vowel, what would you use? Article N. Here it would be N over. Again, I'll show you another one. Suppose take the word university. Here, if you see, the letter is vowel, but the sound is consonant. So, you would use a university. Is it clear? Now, we will switch to these three conditions in terms of when should you use this kind of articles, indefinite articles. Let's learn that. I hope this much is clear to each one of you. What are we learning? When to use indefinite article. In which are they? A and N. What are the conditions? The very first condition is sound. If it is vowel, sound of what? Sound of first letter of your word. And if your sound is consonant, then you would use A. Now, we will learn the conditions. First is it should be used before common nouns. Now, tell me, we have learnt some nouns, right? We have learned types of noun. I am writing, you will have to identify them. Suppose I write auto rickshaw, Mahendra, boy, teacher, university, and Baba Saheb Ambedkar Open University. I'm writing it in short. Baba Saheb Ambedkar Open University. Now, The very first condition which we are looking at is it should be common noun. I'm sure you remember. Is auto rickshaw a specific name given to a person, place or a thing? No. Then it is a common noun. Mahendra. It's a specific name that would be given to a boy. Then this is a proper noun. You would not use article, indefinite article before Mahendra. Boy. Any boy? Again, it is a common name. Teacher. Any teacher? Yes. Idea. Common noun. University. Any university? Common noun. Baba Saheb Ambedkar Open University. It is a specific name given to the university. Proper noun. No indefinite article. Now, we will be learning the second condition. Here, you can use article a and the, here you cannot use, here you can use, here you can use. That is the first condition. Now, we will be learning the second condition, for which I'll again have to rub this. What is the second condition? It should be countable. Can you count water? Count without, countable noun means without any measurement. When you are able to count, they are called countable nouns. Would you require any measurement to measure water? Yes, 1 cup of water, a glass of water, a jug of water, but you cannot use water without any measurement. You cannot count water without any measurement. So here you would not use. Sugar. Again, sugar you will require some other measurement such as kilogram or cup. Here again you would not use article, indefinite article. Boy. Yes, without any measurement you can count 1 boy, 2 boys, 3 boys, 4 boys. And university. Yes, definitely. 1 university, 2 universities of Gujarat, 3 universities in India. So, you can count them without any measurement. That is first condition. Common noun, it should be used before common nouns. Second, it should be countable. And the third one, as I have said, it should be used before singular nouns. I am sure you would know about singular and plurals. Let's learn that. Is this singular or plural? Singular means 1. Is this singular or plural? This is singular. This is singular or plural? This is plural. You cannot use indefinite article before that. Group. Again, singular or plural? Singular. You can use it. Singular or plural? Groups is plural. Group is only one group is there. So that here you can use a, not n. Remember sound g, group. So before g it's a consonant sound. Before consonant sound you would use that. Is it countable? Yes. Is group a common noun? Yes. Is it singular? Yes. Again chalkstick. Common noun? Yes. Countable? Yes. Singular? Yes. Article a. Is it clear to each one of you? Now let's look at some examples. Before we look at the example, let's take some examples of one thing I would want you to know is n. When do you use n? Before vowel sound. Again, three conditions would be applied. Countable noun before, common and singular. It would be used before vowel sound. Clear? I'm sure you'll remember this. Now we will look at some examples of where to use countable nouns. Let's see that. First is country. Is it countable? Yes. Is it common noun? Yes. Is it singular? Yes. Does it start with a vowel sound or consonant? Ka is a consonant sound. So before that we would use a. Next one. Easy question. Is it countable? Yes, easy questions can be countable. Is it a common noun? Yes, question is a common noun. Sometimes when it is used as a phrase, you have to look at the noun, because this is an adjective which would be used. Is it singular? Yes. How does your whole word starts with? Easy. So E or say E. So an easy question. Is it clear to each one of you? Alright. Let's look at another example. Actress. I'm sure you know the answer. It is an actress. Countable, common, singular, consonant. Umbrella. Countable, common, singular and consonant. Now, hospital. Oh, hospital. Next, hour. Countable, common, singular, vowel sound or consonant sound, not letter but a sound. Sound is vowel. An hour. Am a student. Countable? Yes. Countable? Common? Yes. Singular? Yes. Vowel sound or consonant sound? Don't look at the letter. Look at the sound. Am a. Am a. sound is MA. So you would use an MA student, not a MA student. Again, noun phrase. A noun phrase. But NP, short form, NNP, not a noun phrase. ONP, NNP, because it is N. Got my point? Fine. I'm sure this much is clear to each one of you. Let's move to the next one, which are called definite articles. What is it called? Definite articles. This one was indefinite articles. Now we will switch to the next one, which are called definite articles. These are used before specific. When once it becomes specific, you will use definite article. It is the. So specific can be unique, any unique, repeated, fine. It should be unique or repeated. Once it becomes repeated, you would be able to use article the also. Fine. Let's learn at some examples. When I say that I have blank pen, blank pen is black. Here I have pen or pen, countable, common, singular, then a pen, consonant. Now this is specific one, you are repeating it. So the pen is black. When I'm talking about you students who are specific right now, the students of Baba Saheb Ambedkar Open University. The students of Baba Saheb Ambedkar Open University. Then you would use the. Then you would use the. Now, when I talk about something unique, such as Himalaya, remember there is no condition like it should be plural. There is no condition of singular. It can be used before singular or plural, any. It can be used before singular or plural. It can be used before both common and proper. It can be used before countable and uncountable. There are no rules like this. The rule is it should be specific, definite. The word itself is explanatory, self-explanatory. है ना? Definite, which means either it should be unique, specific, or it should be repeated. When either of them are there, you would be using definite article. Is it clear? Now when we talk about Himalaya, Himalaya is unique. You are talking about specific mountain. The moment I say mountain, it is common. But the moment I say Himalaya, it is specific. The Himalaya. Likewise, Baba Saheb Ambedkar Open University is a. So students, what have we learned today? we learnt about articles. There are two types of article, indefinite article and definite article. Which are those two indefinite articles? A and N. The definite is the. There are some conditions that we have to follow if we want to use article A and N. What is that? If the sound of your word, the sound of the first letter of your word starts with consonant, you would use A. And if the sound of the first letter of your word starts with vowel, then you would use N. There are also three conditions that we have to remember. What is that? Now the word should be countable noun, it should be common noun, and it should be singular noun. For nouns, we started our lecture with nouns. There are two types of noun, common noun and proper noun. Proper nouns are specific names that are there, and common nouns are names which are commonly used. Definite article is used before specific, unique and repeated words. What are articles? We started it with, they are determiners, they are noun markers. So I thank you, each one of you, for joining this session. See you in the next session. Thank you all. स्वाध्यायः परमः